Aries, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, loves, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you. What do we have going on for Aries in love, please? What do we have going on for Aries in love? All right, Aries. We're going to be looking at the energy of the person you are dealing with, you were dealing with, or you will be dealing with, whatever comes up for you. Their energy towards you, we have the Queen of Cups. The challenge between the two of you, we have the King of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. And for your energy towards them, we have the Strength card. And the overall energy of your love situation, we have the Seven of Swords. I see the Eight of Cups right underneath that. The Star. All right, Aries. You know what this is kind of feeling like? I do feel that in the past, Aries, there may have been somebody, maybe it's in the current energy for some of you, but I do feel like there's somebody here that you're kind of maybe have tried to turn your back to. Maybe you've tried to pull your energy back. Maybe you've walked away from this person, distance yourself. And a lot of that is, one, because I feel like there is a lack of trust here with the Seven of Swords and this Eight of Cups energy. Not necessarily that you wanted to kind of turn your back and walk away, but I do feel like for some of you, maybe you had to. Even if this person was the one that left you, I think you have decided, you know what, I'm moving away from this, or I'm going to, do my best to move on from this situation. I do feel like it's because of, there's definitely been there's a lack of trust here. For some of you, you could feel like this other person does have a tendency to like self-sabotage or sabotage the connection as well. But there is just this lack of trust. Now, whether it's because this person has been dishonest with you, maybe that's why. Maybe there was like secrets and dishonesties. Or for some of you, it's just that you just don't trust this person to keep their word, or you don't trust this person to follow through. Maybe this person is somebody who, has made promises and then has not kept them. It could be just a lack of stability, especially with this King of Pentacles showing up here as, the challenge. It does feel like there has been a lack of stability in this connection. And I feel like it's not something that you feel secure in. And that could be where the distrust is. Maybe you just don't trust this person with your heart. So I do feel you trying to kind of distance yourself here. And the thing with the Eight of Cups as well, he's walking away because there is a cup missing, and the cups do represent, our emotions. So there is some kind of an emotional component missing, and that's why this person is walking away. And that could be that, feeling of stability and security that you could be desiring, that feeling of trust. That could be what's missing here. The Eight of Cups, he is walking away from something, but he's simultaneously walking towards something else. So it is a very empowered energy. And what you could be walking towards is healing. Maybe some of you guys are having hope and faith and wishing for, a specific type of connection. You could be very clear about what it is that you want. And, it's like you haven't allowed this connection or the disappointment to make you jaded. It does feel like you still have hope, you still have faith that, this may not be it, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. And you could be focusing on your healing. I do kind of feel too, I see the Two of Pentacles under here. You may have a lot on your plate at this time as well that you're trying to focus on, maybe work, family, things like that. You're just trying to kind of manage things the best you can. Now, their energy towards you, I see the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like somebody is in their feelings about you at this time. I do feel like somebody is missing you here as well. And we're going to get more into that in a moment when we clarify and, get their feelings and next actions and things out. But, that's something that's kind of coming up here is I definitely feel like for some reason this person is very much in their feelings about you at this time. And maybe there's something triggering that, right? Maybe they're just missing you. Maybe they heard a song, or it's around the holidays. Maybe there's something that could have triggered them, a picture, a song, a date, a place they drove by. There's something like that here where I feel like somebody's a little bit more in their feelings and missing you a little bit more than normal. Now, for some of you too, this is intuitively, I feel like there could be something going on with this person in their life. For some of you, I think it's work. For some of you, I think it's family. But there is some kind of something going on that is causing them to miss you a little bit more too, right? Maybe you were their support or their comfort. There's something that I feel like is going on that they really wanted to be able to share with you, but then feel like I really wanted to text Aries and tell them this, but then I realized I couldn't, that kind of thing. So somebody's definitely just missing you right now. Now, the challenge between the two of you, first we have the King of Pentacles. To me, it does feel like a lack of stability, a lack of security. This could be somebody who maybe you've known for quite some time. Maybe this person has been a part of your life for a while, and that could make it difficult to move away from. Maybe you put up with things a little bit more than you wish you would have, or that you normally would have, because maybe this is somebody that you've known for a long time, or somebody was a part of your life for a long time. But there's definitely been a lack of stability and security here. This person may be somebody too who I'm getting a couple different things. One, either they have some very long-standing maybe negative habits, right? I don't necessarily feel this energy of, oh, that's just how I am, and I'm not going to change, I'm too old to change. I don't kind of get that vibe necessarily for all of you. For some of you, maybe. But it's also just like this is the way that they've done things for so long, or the way that they've been for so long, that it's hard to make changes, right? I'm a person, maybe I'm an optimistic person, but I do believe that everybody can change. But I'm also a realistic person, and I know that not everybody will change. And if change was easy, everyone would do it. So I do kind of feel like that here. Not that this person has an outright aversion to it, but it's still difficult to do. So they could have some habits or things that kind of hold themselves back too, because I see the Eight of Swords with it, and that could be an energy where we really limit ourselves. Now, I also feel that this person could feel very restricted. Now, maybe this is by work, maybe this is by finances. There could be some kind of financial issue or work issue that this person feels very restricted by. It could just be that they kind of give into fear thoughts, and that's could be what really. I am so sorry about that, Aries. We have the Eight of Swords here as their challenge as well. So it does look like this person could be giving into some, fear thoughts, pessimistic thoughts, kind of keeping themselves held back. And they could feel very restricted. And that could be a lot of, different things that could make them feel that way, especially if there's stuff that they are dealing with at work or at, family situation. This could also be, insecurities and some deeper rooted things as well. But I definitely do feel here that this person could feel very restricted. They could really be in their head as well. That could be something else that's going on with that Eight of Swords energy. Somebody really in their head, overthinking. Now, there could be something too where even though they are missing you, they could feel restricted in the sense of not feeling like even though they are missing you and may want to communicate with you, feeling like they are unable to for whatever reason. Now we have the Strength card here for your energy towards them. So it does look like, holding back here, Aries, and it does feel to me that it may not always be easy for you to do, because like I said, for some of you, this person has maybe been in your life for a long time. I definitely feel like this is somebody that you have a lot of feelings for. And I do feel like you put a lot into this connection, into this person, whether it's a lot of time, effort, energy, a lot of emotion. So I don't think it's easy for you to get to this space that you're in here where you're ready to, move away from it here, or at least even if you don't feel like you're necessarily ready to, you're in the space where you're aware and able to say to yourself, that it may not be what you want, but it is what is best for you. So I think you're able to tell yourself, or able to see that from the space that you're in right now. And maybe you weren't always able to see that, but it does look like you are now. So I do feel like there's a little bit of a resistance here, a little bit of a holding back, even if there is a part of you that could want to communicate with this person or open back up to this, or a part of you that wonders about it. I do feel like you are finding the strength to kind of keep moving on your path. Now, we are going to take a look at this person's feelings and their next actions towards you. We're going to clarify the challenge as well. Tell me about this Queen of Cups, please. How is this person feeling towards Aries right now? We have the Empress. I do feel like, for some of you, I felt earlier that there could be some family stuff going on. For some of you, it could have to do with like their mother, or a baby mom, or a sister or daughter. There could be something like that going on here for some of you. For others of you, I do feel like this person does just have a very high opinion of you. I think this person does think very highly of you. They could view you as somebody who's like the total package with that Empress energy. They view you as somebody who's been very caring, supportive, loving, nurturing, somebody who that they are very attracted to. I see the Sun card here as well. For some of you, there definitely could be children at play in this. It doesn't have to be, but for some of you, that could be a factor. I definitely feel like this person does have a very positive opinion of you. But you know what it kind of feels like to me, Aries? Sometimes when something is very, clean and beautiful and bright, it can kind of like shine the light. Like the brighter the light is, the more you can see about like what maybe isn't perfect. And what I mean by that, and I don't mean that towards you. Let me think of a better way to explain what I'm trying to say here. I feel like because this person views you in this like wonderful light, Aries, as somebody who like really has their stuff together, like this really just phenomenal person, human being, I think it just makes them feel more insecure. This person could be a little bit intimidated by you, or by the fact, just of who you are as a person, or the fact that you have your stuff together. In a lot of ways, I feel like this person does not feel like they measure up, or that they're good enough. What are this person's next actions towards Aries? We have the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Wow. It does look like somebody could want to reunite here with that Four of Wands energy, or take something to a higher level of commitment. I do feel like they could be in their head about it. They could have a lot of reasons why they feel like maybe they're not good enough, or maybe why it won't work out. But ultimately, it looks like that's what they're heading towards here. I think this person they think so highly of you, Aries, and I do feel like this person is missing you. They have a lot of feelings for you here. Now, the Hierophant can talk about taking something to a higher level of commitment, recommitting to something. The Four of Wands definitely stepping into a new chapter. It can also be kind of a higher level of commitment. And that's going to be different for all of you. So maybe if you've never had a commitment from this person at all, maybe you never had a title to this connection, maybe that's what that means. Maybe you're going from whatever kind of connection you did have to something more solid. If you were committed, this could be, just taking it to that next level, whatever that looks like for you. So tell me about this King of Pentacles energy. We have the Two of Cups. So somebody may have known, I feel like somebody may have known for a long time that you are their person, or are their perfect match, but they may have struggled with their own kind of issues, their own insecurities, or their own struggles, the things that, they've been kind of keeping them restricted here, making certain changes in their life. But I feel like they've always known. Tell me about this Eight of Swords energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is kind of reminding me of when you see like flowers growing out of like the concrete side, like the little cracks in the concrete, and you wonder kind of how something so beautiful can still grow and still thrive from something like that, from like kind of like that adversity. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here, Aries, with that, is I do feel like this person still wonders if after everything you guys have been through, or even with the kind of faults that they have or the things that they feel hold them back, you know, if they feel like something still, you know, can be something really beautiful can be born from this, right? It's like, can we still have this, you know? I really like that energy here, because it does feel like somebody does have a desire to bring this back into alignment, and there is a bit of a hopeful energy to that. Let's take a look at your feelings towards this person. I see this resistance here. I see the Seven of Wands. Yeah, more resistance. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo. You're feeling like you need to defend your heart. You could be feeling a little bit guarded when it comes to this person. I see the Devil energy here as well. But you still feel very attached to this person. It's like even... It's been really hard for you to kind of like break this, or hard for you to not think about this person, or hard for you to move away from this. But I think that you're trying really hard to. I feel like you don't want to go back to the way that things were before. Especially that Seven of Wands is a card of like standing your ground. Your next actions. We have the Chariot. And the Six of Pentacles. Some of you may see, because I do feel like somebody is moving towards you here. Some of you may see where something is going to go, but I think you're kind of making somebody show you. The Six of Pentacles is like wanting to make sure that somebody's really willing to give to it. It's like making sure something is actually equal give and take. I think you're going to be very cautious initially, especially I see the Four of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. I think you're going to be very cautious initially with how much energy you want to put into this connection. I see 222 on the clock, so some of you that could be a number synchronicity for you, and you can always Google those numbers and maybe you get an additional message for you. It could just be a confirmation, but the two can definitely represent kind of being at a crossroads or having a decision to make, and I do feel like you will have a decision to make when it comes to this connection, Aries. So the signs I'm seeing for you, I see Cancer, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. I see Aries. Those are the signs I'm seeing, but it could be any. It is a general reading. So even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading definitely can still resonate for you. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps, and everything you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.